How you guys doing? This is Captain Spencer Clark with Breaking Bass Guide Service down here at Table Rock Lake. Just wanted to give you guys a quick fishing report from this past weekend, Memorial Day weekend down here. Hope everybody had a safe and good Memorial Day weekend. This weekend was able to get out, had a guide trip every day. Out on Table Rock right now, the water level is 922. It's about 7.5 foot over a full pool. Right now, they haven't been letting too much water out of Table Rock Dam. So Taneycomo didn't really have a whole lot of current at all this weekend. Lake came up just a little bit in the last day, not much. But right now, the water temperature across the lake is about 70 degrees on Table Rock. And what's been working for me is fishing top water early in the morning. There seems to be a good shad spawn going on all across the lake. Seen a lot of shad spawning, and you can pick up a bone colored spook of some sort. Get right in a hurry if you find the right area. Another bait that's been working is some type of pop-ar, like a popping top water like that. Working real good. This has been up around the bushes. The shad have been spawning a lot of times, like right up on the bank. First couple hours of daylight, good patterns to be throwing top water in and around bushes. As that seems to kind of go away, what I've been doing is focusing on fishing either wacky worms or some kind of a Ned rig out in front of those same bushes. You don't have to necessarily get your bait up in the bushes to catch fish. They've been just kind of cruising those outside edges. You can catch a lot of fish doing that. I started throwing that after the first couple hours in the day. And you can catch some fish doing that until about 10 o'clock or so. And then it seems like a little bit deeper, you know, say like 20 to 30 foot, that bite seems to take over. I've been doing real well with some kind of a drop shot, just getting over the top of schools of fish and dropping on them. This past weekend, had a guide trip. We were able to get into a real good school of spotted bass, where I didn't even have to move the boat for over an hour, and it was pretty much every drop. Been throwing a drop shot on them for a lot of times, and what's been working real good is just like a little jackal flick shake worm. Just been fishing that wacky style on a drop shot. They've been tearing that up real good. Sometimes those fish that, you know, I'm finding offshore, I can catch them just hopping a little peewee jig too out there. But they're starting to school up pretty good out there on the main lake. And if you're not catching them on drop shot, sometimes you can get them fired up with just a little white spoon like this. You can kind of see this one's had the paint knocked off of it. We've caught so many fish on that the past 2 weeks down here. But that's kind of been the pattern. I'm just running some kind of top water in the morning, catching a lot of fish doing that. And then as the day goes on, just kind of having to get out a little bit further off the bank in order to find fish that are wanting to bite. That whole shallow bite seems to kind of be a little bit slower as the sun gets up. So that's kind of what's been going on Table Rock. Lake Taneycomo didn't have a whole lot of current over the weekend, which to me, the more current, the better for the way I like to fish out there for the trout. We still caught a lot of trout, little white marabou jigs, and your gulp alive power bait seems to be working the best, at least for me. I was able to catch a few trout also using chicken livers. That works pretty good. Catching some brown trout doing that. But overall, trout fishing seemed to slow down just a little bit for me as far as the numbers go, just because we don't have as much current going through Lake Taneycomo right now. And at times, it almost seemed like we didn't have any current at all unless you got all the way up towards the dam there below Table Rock. So that's your lake area fishing report down here. I am actually booked up next weekend, but as of right now, I don't have any trips planned for Father's Day weekend. Breaking Bass Guide Service, we have Father's Day gift certificates available. Just reach out to me if you'd like to do that as a gift for Father's Day. But right now, I don't have any trips planned for Father's Day weekend. Perfect time to book a guide trip with me, get out and do some fishing down here at Table Rock Lake. But that's been your weekly fishing report. Thinking about hiring a guide, check out Breaking Bass Guide Service. We'd like to get you out on the water. And until next time, guys, good fishing.